This time on Bulletproof Tactical, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Glock 17 Gen 4. I know a lot of people are saying Bulletproof Tactical, why are we focusing on the Gen 4? The Gen 5 is already out. The reason I'm actually reviewing this firearm, the Gen 4 specifically, is because I did a Gen 3 video not too long ago. It's going viral, everyone's watching it, and a lot of people in the comment section said Gen 4 was the superior Glock. So we're going to go ahead and focus on the Gen 4. We're going to go ahead and see the main differences and why people are actually coming to this conclusion. Continue watching. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with today's review. Once again, this is the Glock 17 Gen 4. Let's go ahead and unbox it. You guys can see we still get the regular Glock box, only this time we're getting a little bit of a new baggie here. We're gonna go ahead and touch that in a minute, but first let's go ahead and start. Let's do a safety check. You guys can see nothing in the chamber. Magazines are clear. No rounds on any of these magazines, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with what's in the box itself. The only thing different that you're gonna notice is that we do have this baggie right here. It comes with two back straps. These back straps are gonna go on the back side of your grip. They're basically to adapt to different hand sizes for comfort and for you to get a better feel of the firearm depending on you know, what you're basically looking to get out of. I know a lot of people had a lot of complaints about the Generation 3 feeling like a 2x4. In my opinion, the Gen 3 was a really comfortable firearm. A lot of people did not like the finger grooves on the Generation 3, but as you guys can see, we are getting these same finger grooves on the Generation 4. All right, one thing important to note, we are getting a total of 3 magazines, all of them 17 round capacity. So that's a really good capacity. Once again, that would be a total of 18 rounds. That's insane. So let's go ahead and just focus on what makes the Generation 4 superior, according to the comments, versus the Generation 3. So the first thing a lot of people were mentioning was the pebbled grip. You guys can see the pebbled grip here. Much stickier. Let me go ahead and pull out a Generation 3. This is my personal Glock Gen 3. You guys can see the grip. We still have the finger grooves, but this is much slippery versus the pebble grip. Okay, so just get that out of the way. Now let's go ahead and focus on the mag release. A lot of people said the mag release was much better on the Generation 4. You guys can see we have a nice big mag release versus the Generation 3, where you would get a really tiny mag release. I had to even upgrade to the extended mag release because for obvious reasons, you know, it was not very comfortable to drop your mag. Okay, so I know that's another big upgrade Glock decided to do. A lot of complaints in the mag release. As far as our slide release, our takedown lever, that all stays the same. As far as the slide, we do have a couple of differences. Let's go ahead and take down the firearm because there's one important feature we need to take a look at, which is our recoil spring. We do have a dual recoil spring on the Generation 4, which I know a lot of viewers are going to say 9mm doesn't even have crazy recoil. Why did they do that? The single spring was better. You know, any improvement over a firearm can make a big difference, especially when you're talking about calibers that are not crazy like 9mm. Any small refinement is going to help the firearm significantly. So once again, another one is the back straps that come included. You know, that's something Glock decided to do. A lot of people didn't feel comfortable using their 2x4 like grip, As far as the sights go, we still get our ugly little Glock sights, plastic sights. Glock didn't do anything there to improve. All right, now let's go ahead and all right, so sorry for the helicopter noise. Once again, let's focus back on the firearm. So as far as the dimensions go, Glock did not change anything. I know a lot of rumors say this is a slimmer frame, but once again, the overall width is still 1.26 inches, which was the same as the Generation 3. Barrel length is still 4.49 inches, still the same, no improvements there. As far as the overall length of the firearm, 7.95 inches. So you guys can see really no major differences. As far as the trigger pull, I know the trigger pull, it feels exactly the same as the Generation 3. Some people might say it's better. I really don't notice any differences in the trigger, to be 100% honest. I know they did try to change a couple of internals, but as far as the trigger goes, you know, maybe the brake does feel a little crispier, but the reset still takes forever. So let's just get that out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and take this gun down to the range. We're gonna go ahead and shoot it. I'm gonna focus on trying to figure out if this dual recoil spring actually helps. I'm not gonna shoot thousands of rounds through it. Don't think this is a torture test. I just wanna get a feel of the firearm, see if I notice any refinements, and we'll go ahead and give you guys our overall opinion. So continue watching. All right, so let me tell you my experience down at the range. We're done shooting the Glock Gen 4. As you guys can see, I only did a mag worth of bullets. Obviously, I'm not gonna break the bank to go ahead and do a torture test on a Glock 17. We already know they're famous for reliability. I really wanted to focus on the dual recoil spring. I was not really able to notice any difference between the Gen 3 and the Gen 4 as far as recoil goes. So I would say it's not noticeable, but nevertheless, there is improvements. You know, once again, the mag release and the pebbled grip and the back strap is definitely something to consider. So if you guys like this review, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and like the video. Leave a comment. I'll try to reply as soon as possible. We're about to hit 1,000 subscribers, so I appreciate all the support, and we'll see you on a future episode of Bulletproof Tactical. Thanks for watching.